yet, but if you are, welcome to episode 2 of What's on the Tapes Live. Now, the reason there's that distinction is, first of all, because this is being streamed live on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, the Twitch channel is twitch.tv/geekypete. And also because I can't commit to one weekly time slot. Because of the nature of my job, I work in shifts. So every Wednesday and every Saturday, there's going to be an episode of What's on the Tapes. Difference is, the sort of thing is that some weeks it's going to be on Wednesdays. This week and next week it will be on the Wednesday that it's live. And this Saturday will be the first of the What's on the Tapes pre-recorded episodes. Probably just called What's on the Tapes not live. This Saturday's one is hopefully going to be quite exciting. It's going to be shorter than the streams. The streams last week we went for about 2 hours. Probably do about half an hour. Edit bits out and things. So this tape is one of the... I'll probably do a couple on Saturday. This tape is one of them. As you can see, weird shit. Derek Jarman, United Britain? Question mark? What's if won it? Yeah. I mean, this was what prompted me. This single tape was what prompted me to buy an entire batch of 64 tapes a couple of weeks back. The big photo of all the tapes, and in among those tapes, I just saw weird shit. I'm like, yep, I need that. And I've got to say, actually, this batch of tapes has been a hell of a treasure trove so far. If you're watching on Twitch and you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, the link will be up for that very shortly. If you're watching this on YouTube, just look at the other videos. There's been some great stuff already. Earlier today, I posted a full news at 10 and ad breaks and things. I bet it's Timmy Mallet. It might well be. Hello, Dave. Hello, Dan. How are you guys? Yeah. So Saturday night there'll be a video. I haven't recorded it yet, so I can't tell you. I was going to. Yeah, things just haven't worked out yet. But that'll be one of them. I may even show you a few clips, a few carefully selected clips from this tape. First 10 minutes keep Clash. Yeah, you don't mention what's on the other 3 hours. Clearly very kind of 10th generation tape. For the most part, it's stuff about skateboarding. It's so often copied that the colour information wasn't really there and stuff. And then there's a porno, so that's nice. It's 1981's. I can't remember what it's called now. I did look it up when the credits rolled. You can't really tell it's a porno, frankly, partly because of the kind of tasteful... I mean, it's softcore, if anything. It's not like today's gynecological porn. But yeah, it's softcore, but it's also 10th generation, so you can barely see... It's like, is she wearing a shirt, or has she got... I don't know. Oh, thank you, I love you. Needy people, I mean... So I bear nobody any kind of ill, I'm every comment and things. I'm glad people are engaging with it. I would just say hold off on sort of demanding things, on asking for things, please, just because I don't know. It's all well and good saying to me, have you got any kids TV from 1980? Don't know. I might have. I've got 300 tapes, 400 tapes to go through. So I might well have. And if I find that kind of thing, it's definitely going up. I'd love to get some broom cupboards and stuff. But how dare I not know? Yeah, I mean, in an ideal world, I'd just be able to look at the tapes, go, oh yeah, Pingu's there. I can't do that because that's not a thing. But yeah, I don't want to come down hard on people. I mean, I did have to say to a regular commenter earlier today, just you're coming across as a bit direct. in, you know, please, because basically I'm one guy going through all these tapes, uploading bits and pieces. I've got loads of files on my hard drive that are going to get uploaded. You know, all these ad breaks and things, they're going to get uploaded. They're just not getting uploaded yet because I'm trying to balance looking through the tapes and uploading stuff and putting stuff on Twitter and also doing stuff that isn't VHS related. Admittedly, there's not much of that at the moment. But I've got 4 days a week that I work and things, 4 long days, like 12 hours. So I'm not a slacker. Matt Clark, I went through all my tapes once so I could label them, had nowhere near 400. I mean, I did that a very long time ago. But you've got loads of files in your hard drive, you mucky git. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Dan. Subscription is an option. I guess if I'm going to be doing this regularly, I might actually feel that I'm giving something for it. I've got a donate link as well if people want, which, again, it's all going to be up on the screen once we start getting videos in. This is just admin / waffle to give people a bit of time to come in. I'm itching to. I'm itching to do some tapes. So let's get some tapes on. Not going to go with that because it's one of the ones that's labelled cheers. There's a lot in this batch that were labelled cheers. And so far, they are amazing for finding adverts. They're kind of full of cheers, though, which is great. But I've got the DVD, and yeah. So maybe if we run to the end of this pile a bit later. Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate everyone's stuff. I think we'll go for this one, shall we? D3. What else have we got on here? James Brown Keep. Black Widow has been scrawled out. This is quite an old one, so it might be a porno. Even if you did know what was on the tapes, it sort of goes against the whole. Yeah, the whole idea of the project is going in blind, and stuff. Again, there's a lot that I've kind of found and watched and not uploaded yet. The big finds, I tend to be uploading those. I'm prioritising. From Ritz, there's quite a few in this batch that are Ritz, and there's been some really sort of proper old stuff. So I'm putting it in. Hey, Chris. Things are all right. Thanks. Maybe I'm sure as we go along, I'll unravel my personal life. I don't really have much going on at the moment, but let's get a tape on because here is the VCR remote I will be using tonight. It's a Panasonic. I do now have the new VCR that I'd ordered last week. I'll be honest, some tapes it's better for, but certainly when long play and things are involved, the one that I hold out of the wardrobe is still a bit better. So let's press play. Oh, well, that's a nice start. Bit of a. Did Ritz even sell Blanco? I honestly don't. No, I think it must have been a blank tape. Yeah, I think they must have sold blank tapes. So this is music, which may well get me some form of copyright strike. So this is the beginning of the tape. It's not always going to be the beginning of the tape when I put it in. Astro Techie Horny, yep. It could be the Proms. Certainly that is a televised concert. Tell you what, who have we got in here at the moment? I might, just because I'm quite busy during this. How do I make someone a mod? Isn't it like /mod or something? Oh, is it definitely Albert Hall? Ah, yes, it's mod. Okay. See that kid hitting the horn? I mean, I've got to be careful here, guys. It's... Okay, Dan, you are now a mod. Not everyone who subscribes and things will get a mod, but yeah, I've known Dan on Twitter and things for a while, so I trust him. I mean, I trust all of you, but yeah, just so that I've got a lieutenant. If someone, we're fairly open here, but if people come in and start spamming dicks and things, guess the year, absolutely. Let's see if we can find some kind of... There's always a worry with this sort of thing that it's going to be the whole tape. I mean, if it is a prom, then presumably it's BBC, which takes out the need to look for ads. I mean, when I'm not doing it on stream, or sort of on and off when I'm doing work and things, I usually hook it up. Oh, okay. Well, that's the James Brown of the label. I usually hook it up to the TV there while I'm doing it, so because on the TV, obviously, I can see myself scanning. Although, bizarrely, it's working today. Oh, I know, man. I know you didn't. But as I say, you're one of the... I think you're the person in the chat at the moment that I've known the longest, or one of them. If Dave's still here, he's... But yeah. Alright. Nope, this is still James Brown stuff. Thing is, when I'm doing this, I almost always find that the moment I'm looking for is about 30 seconds after I decided to go to sort of fast forward. I haven't spoken about kids fishing. Yeah, exactly. Evening, Pete. Hello, Mandula. Hello, Mandy. How you doing? Mandula, so formal.
To give the music soul.
Right, this should tell us. So I saw the word proms there. Eagle-eyed among us. So this should tell us some stuff. It feels quite recent. 96. Way out. Yeah, this is why I should never guess.
Virginia is twice as old as Stephen.
Virginia's a year
How's
older
the
than
sound
my mother.
levels for...
My mother didn't like that at all.
While Alan is old enough to be Catherine's father.
We are of a very similar age as far as our souls are concerned.
I'm
Mike
fighting
is
with
old
Twitch on
enough to be Benita's
PlayStation.
grandfather.
I didn't want to grow up, and she won't let me grow up.
But who's counting?
I didn't fall in love with an age, I fell in love with him.
Oh, these people are
BBC's Coming of Age
couples.
season continues with Modern Times, Years Apart.
Crikey.
Monday at 9 on BBC Two.
Getting it together in an hour, Eddie and Francine find romance in the asylum.
Oh, I.
BBC Two's running about 15 minutes late tonight, but now it's time to get funky.
Now, the question is, why is it running late? Look at the BBC. Yeah, I mean, I do worry that people are going to start getting quite tired of this stuff. Already on Twitter, I feel like I'm already having to do a bit more to get the retweets and follows and things coming. Now that I've got the initial sort of wave of excitement over it, finding yeah. I mean, earlier on, I got quite a few people excited by when I posted the chat back 0891 50 50 50. Hang on, so is this the film that was touted? Of course, they may not have recorded the whole James Brown programme, but the label said James Brown keep, but it did have a question mark. So I sound like a lunatic hearing myself say these things. Christ. Chat and date, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I'm still getting a steady trickle, which is nice. You know, I mean, there's that thing of the initial. You know, I mean, I'm so grateful. Was that you? Yes, you did. Yeah, the intro to the first episode of Coupling. It's like, who's dating who? Don't worry about that. You've got 6 weeks, which was really weird. Oh, hey. Awesome. I mean, this is kind of what I've done. I don't know about the DVHS stuff, but yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I've done. Yeah, tweet me a link to your channel, and I shall.
BBC2's back dancing in the streets at
As far as I know, I'm still online.
Later
Dave?
tonight, Jules Holland plays host to Van Morrison.
Yes, I saw your tweets, Astro Techie. Thank you. I mean, it's a weird thing when it comes to like the 2007 ones. I found tapes with 2007, and I'm just immediately I go, back of the queue, because I'd finished university by then, you know. Oh, that was a
My
95
collection is
program.
sort of about 70% sort of R&B, and then the rest of the time Nicky Campbell's got his trousers down.
What? Is this a sex crime?
Brilliant. He's a complete nutter.
That sounds like harassment in the workplace. I don't know if she's...
Madonna and Willem
Wow.
Dafoe joined forces to bring an altogether different dimension to client-lawyer relations and the erotic thriller Body of Evidence. Just started over on BBC
Erotic
One.
thriller. 9th December 95 is
This
this?
is BBC Two, running about 15 minutes late because of the proms.
Do you know why it
Ready
was
now
running
for a night out at the Lithuanian club? For two.
late? No, it can't be 95 though, because the proms thing was 96.
Come and see me tomorrow at 5. We'll see if we can get you in to do a pilot for us, shall we?
Grandma, Lithuania's a very
What?
cold country. You can't go on holiday to Lithuania in November.
We'll make a sales manager.
I don't think this was what was trailed, was it? Oh, I feel so gutted that I done my tapes, and I had to. You know, we were moving house. It just had to be done. This film is good because it's terrible.
Brilliant. He's a complete nutter.
But the code on the end was
Madonna and Willem Dafoe
96.
joined forces to bring an altogether
I love
different
you.
dimension to client-lawyer relations and the erotic thriller
Hello,
Body of
Rob.
Evidence. Just started over on BBC One.
I think this cut off, so I'm not sure.
This is BBC Two, running about 15 minutes late because of the proms, but ready now for a night out at the Lithuanian club. For two.
Back with a mix that they got in auction for a fraction of what it's worth. We
No, maybe that is the programme then.
Come and see me tomorrow at 5. We'll see if we can get you in to do a pilot for us.
Do you know why it would have been running late then?
A genius.
Whoa, who's that handsome young fella?
He could have done anything.
That looks like David McDonald to me.
So he could.
Oh, and it's Rita from Mike and Angela. She was in Mike and Angela. I think she was also in Spats. Usually with these things, they would repeat them. It's not a Lithuanian club. Oh, yeah, David Tennant is. I was being a bit of a playful Pete, using his real name rather than his stage name, David McDonald. And of course, Angela Bruce. That's what I was watching Battlefield the other day. Yeah, David Tennant has the story of changing his name. He said David McDonald was Oh, really? Is the lag quite bad on this then? Because I think a few of you seem to be quite far behind. Yeah, I'm gonna type hello.
No, stop pissing myself at your broken
Just so we
arm.
get an idea of how far in the conversation I am. So, hello, and I'm pressing enter now. Right. Let's see what happens. Let me know when you see me pressing enter. So yeah, we want to be a bit further ahead. These guys do seem very good for just leaving the tape on, which is nice. Because I've had a few cool things. I think that Mrs. Merton came from there, which, incidentally, sorry to anyone who was kind of expected. Fairly quick for you. Okay, cool. That's cool. Yeah, sorry to anyone who was expecting the Mrs. Merton episode. I didn't realise it had been released on DVD till someone pointed it out. It's like, oh, balls. The 90s don't need high def. Yeah, this is what I realised when after the first few times trying to upload stuff like converting to 720p, and it was taking ages. It's not actually, if you just, it's 4:3, so.
More music and another chance to see Jules in the company of Van Morrison and Tori Amos here on BBC Two at a later time of 25 past midnight.
Okay, so it was a repeat.
Hitch a ride to Rajasthan with Rough Guide.
330 million gods, one of the oldest civilizations in the world. There is another type of pilgrim that comes here, the part-time hippie traveller.
If you want to see the world without
Flippin'
rose-tinted
hipsters.
spectacles, switch on to Rough Guide tomorrow at 7:30 on BBC Two.
Wow.
This is BBC Two, and we're running about 15 minutes late now because of the proms.
See,
here are the highlights though of the
oh,
day's
because
play
oh,
at
I see.
Headingley.
It was the proms what ran late. Wow. Not this show, but yeah, there's Cheers. They seem to have filmed a lot of Cheers and Roseanne, which makes sense back in the day because certainly Cheers never got a proper VHS release. It sort of had some best ofs and things, but this will get me a copyright strike probably. Rough Guide to Being in a Gap Year. I mean, that should. Oh, it's a hell of a theme. I mean, I can't stand cricket. Cricket's tedious. But that is a cracker of a theme tune. Oh, hello, Emma. How you doing? I thought you might be at the pictures. Soul Limbo by Booker T and the MGs. Okay.
I think we have a look here. This is what Mushtaq's got a bowl into. Dominic Cork in particular, as this is his footmark. He's been running on the pitch here.
I mean, the things they do to kill time. Golf. I don't remember golf. Which one was golf? I mean, I know which one golf is. Was that the one that was da 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 da? My channel is not pay-per-view, no. Although, you know, if you are, you know, a very rich person and would like to, because I've bought a lot of these tapes. If you're a very rich person, there is a donation link, tinyurl.com/whatatip. Again, entirely voluntary. Will always be voluntary. You know, I'm not going to put stuff behind paywalls, partly because I don't own it, but also because I want people to see this stuff, you know. But yeah, if you decide you fancy chuck it's a tip jar basically. Hopefully, I don't need to explain the concept of tips to you. Otherwise, I'm sorry for any waitresses. Anyway, I feel really uncomfortable about all that stuff. So let's move on. But yes, do make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. because there'll be a lot of stuff, you know, and the Twitter. Twitter, I post little funny clips that I find and little interesting bits that are under 2 minutes. I think it's 2 minutes 20 the restriction. And, you know, yeah, the YouTube channel, again, I'll post loads of... there'll be times when I'll just dump like 5 or 6 ad breaks. Maybe you guys can tell me, actually, which is better? There's only one way to find out now. Which would be better when I've got like a film where I've got all the ad breaks? Putting all the ad breaks together in one sort of hour-long video or what have you? Or uploading each one separately? What do you guys think? I was wondering about this earlier. Oh god, it's Penis.
Attack of the orange-haired scary thing.
Do you like Tibet, or do you think gambling's wrong? I'm sorry?
This could be the end of civilization as we know it. The Comedy Zone, Friday from 9 on BBC Two.
I mean, didn't feel like it aged well, maybe.
You're watching BBC Two, running 15 minutes late tonight because of the proms, and jamming now with Jules in a session first shown late last year.
That's right, Paul K, yeah. You can mix maybe depending what ad it is, okay. See, I'm not going to upload each ad separately. As much as that would be good for getting in views and things, yeah, as you say, very tedious. You know, I fully admire you for doing it that way. You know, I wow. Murder. How did you mean by a divider, maybe? No, the YouTube is... it's a new channel. Because, yeah, I just thought that would be the better way of doing it. He is, isn't he? Yeah, Ian Lee, who's been a massive supporter of this channel. Do check out his Twitch and his radio show and things if you haven't already. I think most of you watching this either have or know that you're not going to. But yeah, he's been amazing about this, really. Yeah, he's... Yeah, well, that's kind of what I do with the Twitter. You know, if I find an ad like the John Cleese and Ronnie Corbett I posted earlier in the week. Got to question what it was they were trying to... Yeah, seems like they stuck the tape in and left it on record. It doesn't it just? And this is why I'm very much enjoying working through this batch. You know, because, yeah, there's just... It was annoying earlier on. I found an entire episode of Gary Bushel's Bushel on the Box, which I'll upload it at some point, I'm sure, but I'm not in a hurry, having watched it. Because that's the problem. If I'm capturing stuff, I've got to do it in real time. There's no shortcut on this.
Very much more unsettled in
Ooh, are we going to get a close down? I think we might have a close down. If I was slicking things, I'd have like a closed down klaxon. No, sorry. Yes, a Bushel on the Box. And then the annoying thing is that because after Bushel on the Box was God's Gift, the Davina McCall dating quiz, and that cut out after the first 5 minutes. It's like, oh, why did we have to have Bushel on the Box but not God's Gift? You know. Yeah, there were a couple of well, the whole thing was a bit dodgy, to be honest, and not very funny.
That session was first shown late last year, and Jules is back with a new series here on BBC Two in the autumn.
And everyone has died.
And since that programme was made, Rob Collins, the keyboard player with the Charlatans, has tragically died in a car accident.
Aww.
Hitch a ride to Rajasthan with Rough Guide.
330 million gods.
See, initially I thought it was going to be an obit type thing, but she seemed to have finished. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll make the joke, because that was a bit weird.
Switch on to Rough Guide tomorrow at 7:30 on BBC Two.
One crime everyone's been talking about.
It is your job to find out whether that
Yeah,
man
I know, I love you.
One verdict everyone's been waiting for.
Put your faith in me, and you will come out on the other side.
Murder 1. Repeated tomorrow at 10 on BBC Two. One conclusion that's worth
I mean, I've got to say, that is a username of someone who wants the validation. I mean, you know. Ah, thank you, Dan.
A late look at the weather prospects now on BBC Two with Bill Giles.
Hello again. We've seen the weather turn
Hey,
very
Bill.
much more unsettled in northwestern parts of Europe. You see this great massive cloud that's
I'm assuming
continuing
he's
to
dead now.
work its way eastwards now.
I
A
don't
lot
want
of
to be
showers
morbid,
and
but
thunderstorms mixed up in that. Most of the storms through this evening been down through Denmark, Holland, Belgium, down the western side of Germany, into Switzerland and down along that southern part of France as well. Now they'll continue to work their way eastwards, I think, during
I
Sunday.
missed a trick there,
and
not having
across
it just
into
snap off
towards,
on the
Monday
animation.
as well. So that unsettled weather continuing to feed its way eastwards. So I think on Sunday it's this area really through Germany down into Switzerland.
Yeah, is Bill
across
Giles still
France,
alive? Do
up
we know?
across into Holland,
Oh,
Belgium, and
only
across into the
80.
British Isles,
Blimey.
where we're going to see the most unsettled weather. There'll be showers, longer spells of rain, and indeed
this means
some,
he was in his
thunderstorms
50s
mixed
at
in
this
that as
point.
well. Whereas in the east might be the odd shower about, but most of Eastern Europe dry with a good deal of very warm sunshine.
Late
So for the
50s, but
Hungarian
even so.
Grand Prix on Sunday, I think it's going to stay dry there, and temperatures up about 29 degrees around in Budapest. Through the Mediterranean, a lot of fine weather, a lot of hot sunshine through there. Just one or two showers coming into the northern coasts of Spain, across in towards the Pyrenees as well. Back into this country then, and the low pressure dominating.
Thank you, Dan. You
the
are
scene,
doing
during
excellent
Saturday will still be there
admin stuff.
through Sunday as well. We're likely to have two of them around, so turning out to be a very showery day. In fact, it's going to be quite a showery night. Still one or two thunderstorms around, but as we go through tonight, I think the showers getting across onto the eastern side more, and there will be more in the way of dry weather in between, but a fair number of showers running through the night as well. So not a cold night. Lowest temperatures in the Glens of Scotland down to about 9 Celsius. Well, that's around 48 degrees Fahrenheit. So for
It's a
Sunday
weird
morning
thing.
then,
I feel
now, if I had to
I feel
pick an
bad
area
talking
which
over
will
it
be dry to
because
start with, it may well be up through Yorkshire.
it's one of these.
North East England, right up
As
across
someone said on
across
Twitter
into
earlier,
southeast
you know,
of
they always
Scotland,
used
but
they
showers
hate
from
the
onward
ads. They
going
always
in,
used
many
to
places, and I think they
like
will be
fast forward
brewing
through
up
them. They
through
do
the,
with modern
morning,
ones.
although into
But
the
can't stop
afternoon, the
watching
showers will be dying down once again,
the
Northern Ireland,
90s ones,
Wales,
and it's the same
and
with the
across into
weather and
far
the news and
southwest. Probably not
things.
many showers there at all by the end of the afternoon. Now the windiest weather is likely to be right in the far southwest during the morning, but even there I think the wind's gradually easing down a bit as we go through the day, but still some quite strong winds running through the channel.
Also, the
down
old
across in
graphics
towards
are
the
kind of
Channel
like porn
Islands
to
as well.
me.
Top temperatures tomorrow,
I mean,
only about
porn is
20
like
or
porn to
21
me, but
degrees.
the
That's
old
up to
graphics
70
are
degrees
pretty cool
Fahrenheit.
too.
And then into Monday, well, really it's sunshine and showers again. Probably not too many showers over Northern Ireland, Wales.
This sort of very
right down
focused would have meant a
into
lot
the,
to people
far
once upon a time.
southwest.
Yeah, I
Temperatures
mean, you
lift in
know.
the shade, you see, perhaps on the south coast of Devon up as high as 21 Celsius or 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Then I think the brighter weather with less in the way of showers coming further eastwards during the course of Tuesday. But along that eastern coast, we're going to find low cloud and perhaps bits of drizzly stuff getting right down onto that Norfolk coast. Well, that's the forecast from me. A very good night to you.
Doing a little
Regarded by
Anne
many
Robinson
as the
wink there.
greatest western ever made and winner of 7 Emmy Awards.
The stickers will be, yeah, I mean, I've yet to find a weather bulletin where it's slapping stuff on the board, but yeah, that's where we'd like to be.
And Tommy Lee Jones, a 4-part adventure.
I'm going with you when you leave.
Lonesome Dove begins Tuesday at 9 and continues on Wednesday on BBC Two.
Wow.
That's it for tonight here on BBC Two. We hope you've enjoyed a particularly musical evening with us. BBC Radio broadcasts throughout the night, and our colleagues at Radios 1, 2, 3 and 5 Live will be delighted to have your company if your bed isn't beckoning. But we have to say goodnight now. Thank you for your company. On behalf of everyone here at BBC Two, may I wish you a peaceful night and sweet dreams.
Aww. I mean, I prefer it when they say their name, but... there no national anthem on too? Yeah, these days they kind of just hand over to the news channel. I mean, some of the announcers do it, you know, with a bit of... I know Duncan Newmarch, who sort of is quite prolific on Twitter, yeah, it must be only BBC One, yeah. Yeah, Duncan Newmarch likes to kind of put little touches like that in, but I think a lot of it's done very straight these days. Tones. And that means it's time to move on. I think the tape's near its end, so I'm assuming it's just blackness to the end. I mean, I know, yeah, it's gone. I mean, I know that test cards are just, the test cards have a big following. Yeah, we are out. That is one tape down, 1 million to go. No, I've actually cleared about 20 tapes now, so you know, progress, I guess. Right. Well, that was D3. Let's go a bit more traditional and whack out a D6, shall we? That's how I should end the stream, just sit going boo. I mean, I like your thinking. I'm not going to do it, but there are no bad ideas. Incidentally, although I'm not taking requests for kind of individual things, you know, generally in terms of the channel and things, if you've got, you know, especially if you're one of the people I kind of know before I started doing this, you know, please do let me know, like, if you've got anything, just, oh, you know, I'd like to see more of that sort of thing, or, you know, I'd like, you know, it'd be cool if you did this. If you've got ideas, throw them away. I might just tell you they're crap, or I might take them on board, depending on... Could I end every stream with a recreation of the clown? I feel like I need a green screen for that. I mean, stunningly, this is not a green screen background that I've chosen.
You want to psychoanalyze me? Where'd you get your fucking heart off? Ask me if I love my mother.
Language!
You know, I used to get jacked up because I thought I needed that edge.
Can anyone name the film? I'm assuming it's a film.
What I remember most from that time is nothing but regrets.
I mean, what I very much love is that people know this stuff. You know, I'll post stuff that's got the sort of bare minimum of detail around it, and someone will pop up going, "Oh yeah, that's 7th of December, 1992." I don't know. I feel like I'm stretching my laptop as it is, but I mean, yeah.
She will fucking leave you. So why make it worse all the time?
So, yeah. Alright, this is quite early on in the video, so I am going to wind back and see how the tape starts, but I suspect we'll be fast forwarding through that film. If it's, you know, if it's a BBC film. Weirdly, it felt like it was a BBC broadcast. I don't know what that means. Shazam. Oh. Yeah, I mean Dan is earning his keep here. That's John Wayne. I think I saw a Granada logo at the... Maybe I was just seeing what I wanted to see. Colours. Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess if it has the American meaning, that might well, you know, tie in with the whole gang violence thing. You know, if it's, yes, meant in the colloquial sense. are we all doing? These are the bits I'll cut out to some extent in the actual pre-recorded videos that I'm going to put up. Again, yeah, most of you probably weren't here at the start when I was talking about this. I'm going to be doing something every Wednesday and every Saturday. Because of my work, this is going to flip-flop around a bit as to whether it's a live stream or a pre-recorded thing. The film takes place in the gang-ridden neighbourhoods of Los Angeles' late 1980s. Yep, that looks about right. So this Wednesday and next Wednesday, going to be live streams 7:30, just like last week, and like now. And on Saturday, probably about 8 o'clock or something, there's going to be a pre-recorded episode where I will be looking through, probably with one or two other video. You know, depends how long it takes. I'll be looking through Adam's weird shit. The tape that inspired me to buy a stack of 64 of the buggers. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, I mean, I like it too. I don't always have something to say, you know. That's when it feels a bit awkward to me. But incidentally, if you're watching this on the YouTube or anything, and you see something and you're like, oh, I'd like to see more of that. A few people did that last week. You know, I'd like you to try and capture that. Let me know. Don't expect it to be a rush. Because basically I haven't... To work out, you know, people are saying, oh, you know, that video then, can you... I don't know what video... You know, I need to go back and watch the stream. Because I'm not logging stuff while I'm doing this, you know.
All we represent...
No, I appreciate that, Dan. Thank you. Yeah, so the Saturday nights for the next couple of weeks will be pre-recorded, and then that'll switch over to Saturday night live streams, Wednesday night videos for a few weeks, and then it will switch back. You'll get the idea. Basically, follow Twitter, and I'll tell you everything there repeatedly. What is this? Born to be Wild, Dennis Hopper, Quadrophenia, is it? No, I should say my TV and film knowledge is... Well, my TV knowledge is quite good. My film knowledge is appalling. I feel like we're at the beginning of a program here.
The point where he was insane.
Easy Ride, yeah. But then the quote came up, so I don't know if this is a program about Dennis Hopper. And if it is, I hope that there is a hefty chunk devoted to his role as Bowser in the Mario Brothers movie. That's Gunman Clive. Moving pictures, right, let's... This is where I was trying to get to. It's easier when I've got the video hooked up, but it's not at all possible to do that. That was Lucasfilm. Oh, he did the post-production. Did Dennis Hopper die in 96?
It wouldn't amaze me because my color is death. Though we all want peace, but our war won't end till all wars cease.
Thank you, Dan.
Color, 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 color.
We are loonies and we are proud. We've never
No, he died in 2010.
I'm no hell. I'm going to be a professional DJ, whether you like it or not. I want you to teach me everything you know. We're going to make this the most outrageous and original hospital broadcasting outfit in the country. Think of the angle, the publicity. Loonies take over asylum at St. Jude's.
The turntables are spinning. Will the St. Jude's sound take over the asylum? Tuesday at 9 on BBC Two.
I've never been good at anything before, Eddie.
Sorry, I think I dipped out there. My internet is a lot better than it was this
Now
morning.
on BBC
but,
Two, this is
yeah.
Dennis Hopper, upfront and candid. The Maverick speaks out.
So this is one of those shows which probably still gets repeated on a Sunday sort of Saturday lunchtime on BBC Two. They do a lot of that sort of thing. Those curtains, Mr. Tennant, yeah.
Good evening. The career of American actor, writer, director Dennis Hopper spans an amazing 5 decades. Amazing, not just because he has survived the rigors of the movie business for so long.
I think that's all we need to know about him. And then he played Bowser, and that was a career-defining role. What more do you need to know about Dennis Hopper?
The weakling son of the bad man.
A lot more, apparently. Yeah, Stark Industries, that's me. That is my job. It's not. I'm a sub-editor.
I remember one night in Taos with Dean and Dennis drinking.
But yeah, I was quite excited earlier when I found that I had a Kirstie Alley Ted Danson interview that on Donahue, which hasn't been posted up anywhere. It was very dry. It was about, well, it's about the kind of stuff that's important now, you know, climate change, and I think he runs or ran some organisation to do with, you know, cutting down on fumes and things. But yeah, it was very dry. I don't know what that was, I'm sorry. So sorry. Thank you all for coming and watching this, by the way. I can see there's quite a few of you lurking in the chat. I'm not going to out you. That is perfectly fine and very welcome.
Truly.
I hope you're enjoying this random crap.
Get off.
Madly.
I'll do that, but I won't go boo. Absolutely, yeah.
There's no point in working to me unless there's a conversation going on between
You're always lurking somewhere.
the actors, the director, the script.
I've heard the rumours.
Profile of international actor Alan Rickman tomorrow at 11:15 on BBC Two.
Harvey Keitel continues BBC Two's Imagining America series now on the dark streets of Los Angeles.
This is Rocksteady. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of dead faces doing this. That's one of many warnings I should have put up at the beginning, I feel. I mean, we've not had the N-word yet. Okay, I best draw a veil on that one. I'm assuming not porn, but the film. Okay. Not porn. Or if it is, it's very arty porn, which means that it is technically fine. Although it's probably still against Twitch's terms and conditions. Oh! This should be a new block, I think. Or not. Unless someone just recorded a lot of rain. Okay, there's no picture. I think that is a wrap on that tape. D6, yeah. I mean, it's pretty much done. Cool. Now, what are we going to go for next? What have I got? I've got dance. Is there any other information? Mercy Cunningham, Channel 4, dance. Or Adam, dance, Laurie Booth, keep. And on here it says... Oh, it's got to be this one. Because on this one, it says Lumberjack song. Gotta love the Lumberjack song. Even though it's possibly a little bit offensive now. Definitely. Yeah. I mean...
The giant deadwood! The spruce!
What's this from then? Because this is Idol doing it.
We sing! 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 Oh, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day.
He's a lumberjack and he's okay. Come on guys, sing along. Eric Idle lumberjack song. On Wednesdays I go shopping and have buttered scones for tea. Does anyone know which? The Hollywood Bowl, right? Okay. Yes, they're all there and all alive because this is the past. But yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, Michael Palin's not dead, so I don't know. I guess maybe they'd had a big sketch room in before. I wonder if Twitch was auto-blocking me there based on that. Because the stream seems to... Yeah, okay, we're back now. No. Oh, don't do this. Ah, the telltale sign, as you'll see above there, the little bars, that mean an advert break is imminent. A slight buffer. Okay, yeah, sorry, it's... I imagine it's a bit taxing streaming this. I mean, what is going on? Yeah, we rode it, we survived it. Thank you, guys. Q dot. Oh, Q dot, sorry. Arts review. Oh.
No one's saying that the interviews were conducted with the threat of...
This is the weirdest Python sketch I've seen.
It uses biblical imagery, passion and also humour to look at our search for something or someone to believe in.
Life of Brian? A world where if you wanted to hear the Lumberjack song you had to dig the tape? Not Life of Brian. Yeah. This tape is all over the... Yeah. Oh, there's a stylistic 90. I thought there was a 9 in there. I couldn't quite make it out. No, he just grabbed the CD, Monty Python. I had that CD. It was great. What is this? Where's the humour? I mean, I'm not laughing so far. Oh, this is a dancey thing, isn't it? You've still got it. I've got it on Spotify. Oh, here's the humour. Tracking. Well, I feel like we've seen enough of that to know what's going on. Let's just wind forward 20 minutes. More humour. More brilliant gags. And I'm really getting the biblical messages being imparted by this. Come on, you've got to remember that time that Jesus just... Whoa. Boris Johnson. They got paid top BBC dollar for that as well. Yeah. Hello, Producer Tobes. How you doing? Thank you for dropping by. I mean, assuming that was a BBC production, it might have been a prog act thing, but... Sorry, programme acquisition. Guessing this is a different programme altogether. Was that a Conservative Party broadcast? It could well have been. I mean, certainly it still seems staggeringly relevant. Although, if you're not watching my Twitter and YouTube, I did upload a classic Conservative Party broadcast with John Major earlier today. I say classic, I didn't watch it. It was just him being interviewed. I muted the TV and just let it capture. Alexander O'Neill, but for why?
We'll give you more. Here is a guy who's in the middle of a European tour. He's just
Is this some kind of charity? A John Major interview, that'll get the YouTube views going. It will, won't it? Well, you know, there were a lot of cool ads and things as well. Gary Davis, okay. Thank you, Dan, you are on this. So I'm assuming this is some kind of charity benefit. The simple truth. What's the simple truth? I mean, I'm definitely not going to make jokes because that'll come back to bite me. The Simple Truth concert 1991. The Simple Truth, a concert for Kurdish refugees. This 5-hour telethon. I hope it's not the whole thing. Produced by Tony Hollingsworth, a tribute was organised just after the Gulf War. Everyone's trying to chase the Live Aid box.
Alison Boyd, ladies and gentlemen, come on.
Yeah, Producer Toad's got it.
You're not tired yet, are you? You want some more?
Yeah.
We'll give you more. Here is a guy who's in the middle of a European tour. He's just flown in from Stockholm to be.
It's okay. I think I've dealt with it. It's, you know, I as I say, I appreciate everyone's sort of passion and interest. There's just times when I need to go, can you just be a bit less passionate and interested, please, for just the sake of my mental health.
Concentration. What this indicates to me is the potential for explosive change, good and bad.
Well, this
So what's
isn't.
the next conjunction?
This isn't a concert for Kurdish refugees.
According to the ephemeris.
Is this
Next
Twin
conjunction
Peaks?
is
No,
due
and it's.
January to June.
Oh, it is Twin Peaks. Okay. Let's see if we can get some vintage continuity going into Twin Peaks, shall we? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to have a junction? I don't think we're going to get one. I think this is just going to... Twin Peaks in PAL 2, yeah. I mean, I certainly notice it with theme tunes and things, you know. I would always, back in the day, I'd listen to soundtracks and things, and yeah, you'd wonder why it was so different on the... That Daniel isn't you, honest Gov. Okay, so it's literally just...
In plain sight.
So... Twin Peaks? Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to fast forward it on too long because, as someone said, this tape is all over the place. Which, in some ways, I kind of love it when a tape's got lots of different bits on. But each of the little bits feels like an unfulfilled promise. That's far too wanky a way to put it, but it does. You know, it feels like it's like, like the other day I posted a clip of the continuity saying, you know, next it's Antoine de Caunes in Eurotrash. I'm like, oh, I want that. It's got a story to tell and it's a fraction. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I guess the story just is that stuff got taped over of different lengths, you know. But yeah, you're right. There is something there. What the dickens? Ooh, is this a classic You've Been Framed? It certainly is, my friends. Yeah, a lot of my tapes would have been like this, you know. Although my tapes would, as I think I said last week, wouldn't have been that useful. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Go in, Baloo. Thanks, Ted. I'm going to go out there.
Yep, we're going to get as much Beetle as we possibly can.
I want to know what's going on with you and my mother.
Donna.
Come on, get out of the buffering. She fell over. I mean, if that's the best commentary I can do, maybe it's best. The video seems to have... Has the stream died? Yeah, I don't know. Went very iffy there. I think it's not clearing up. Why is it not clearing up? Let's refresh a few times. Oh. Buffered now back. Ah, okay. I think we're green again now. Well, we are green again for now. Just had to refresh. Okay, cool. I mean, my internet was being absolutely terrible earlier. I didn't think that I would be able to do a stream. So this has been a lot better than it would have been earlier. But yeah. Well, let's just see some classic Beetle anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the star of that last clip, Marjorie Sykes. Marjorie?
Oh dear.
Come on, Marjorie, down you come. Come on, you couldn't get down more. Come on, guys, bring it down.
I mean, that's a good sport if ever there was one, isn't it?
Thank you for dropping in. I tell you what, Marty, what was the worst thing about that?
I suffer from vertigo.
Yeah, you do. I tell you what, you were very brave and you're absolutely marvellous. I tell you what, we must also thank Derek Wilkinson for sending in the tape. Well, listen, best of luck with this year's Panto. I hope it's as much fun as last year's. Ladies and gentlemen, Marjorie Sykes.
Why couldn't we have lost Noel Edmonds instead?
From Christmas past to Christmas present.
That was a joke. I'm sorry, that was a horrible joke. Yeah. Please forgive me. Didn't see that coming at all. No. Let's... Susan Boyle hasn't aged well. Oh! And there she is again. I didn't realise they would actually get people on. Like the people who had been in the videos. Wasn't she in both Selector as everybody? Oh, oh, we've got an ad break coming up as well. Does that mean I don't know, did they always used to do Guess What Happened Next? It is, isn't it?
And festive fun in part 2.
It's very TV,
one
but...
more clip before we leave this part behind.
And of course the irony is that Harry Hill then went on to host You've Been Framed. Huh. I mean, that wasn't a classic clip, was it? Question is, does this mean that we've migrated into Saturday night ITV?
Always good food, always
Is that when it got shown?
With new, stricter tyre laws in force from New Year's Day, where will you find
'Cause that'll
every
be something.
single tyre reduced?
I mean, I've got a good hour on the tape left, so...
And every battery down in price at the National Tyres and Auto Care Winter Sale, ends Saturday, 18th of January.
Creepy baby.
Just look what's down at Do It All now. Black & Decker paint stripper down £2.
Do it all. I said earlier on Twitter that at some point I am going to put together a supercut of just the ads for shops that don't exist anymore. You know, all the Woolies, the Our Price, the Do It All. Because Do It All's definitely gone, hasn't it? Wasn't it Sunday there? Oh, it might well have been. Yeah. Yeah, it does feel like a bit of a Sunday programme. Well. I don't remember Lucozade ever looking like that. Wow. Will it still exist in Australia? Yes, true. I'll leave it off the videos then.
But wait, Super Mario is here. This time on Game Boy. It's portable, it's in stereo, and its games are interchangeable. On Game Boy, Mario faces whole new worlds, like the mysteries of ancient Egypt and the horrors of the deep. Super Mario Land. Just one of the great games out now on Game Boy.
Okay, that. I mean, that's got to be the highlight of the stream.
His brand new pool with slime. Just watch his face when he...
I want to see it again. I don't care what you guys want anymore.
Martians are coming! But wait, Super Mario is here. This time on Game Boy. It's portable, it's in stereo, and its games are interchangeable. On
Oh, I forgot about the headphone
Mario
jack.
faces whole new worlds, like the mysteries of ancient Egypt and the horrors of the deep. Super Mario Land.
It will definitely get its own upload, and probably quite shortly after doing this stream. Because, yeah,
This is Bob Lamb's house. What Bob doesn't know is we filled his brand new pool with slime. Just watch his face when he arrives. I'll be in the shed.
It's brave having an ad that's a takeoff of Beadle's About in the middle of a You've Been Framed.
What Terry doesn't know is that Bob drinks Carling Black Label. Thank you so much.
Stereo is too advanced for me. What will they think of next? I guess, yeah, I think it must be.
The new high-tech, high-spec...
Must be a Beadle parody, yeah.
Fuel injection, catalytic converter, and power steering. Electric windows, central locking, and Hyundai's 3-year warranty.
Whoa.
Now, with a little extra.
I said that to the car. He was not on screen. He was not on screen when I said 4. If there's any sync issues, I am sorry. I was following the very cranky looking retro car.
Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, a lot of it's pretty good. I mean, I bought ended up buying quite an expensive capture card, the Elgato video capture card. So I mean, it's doing as well as it can. But yeah, I mean, I've been surprised by some of the videos. I mean, some of them have been pretty ropey, but...
Welcome back to You Being Framed, and thanks to Jonathan Claypole and Alexander Brown for their ingenious use of their camcorder. I mean, instead of a Christmas card, they sent a Christmas video, a cam card. And what a performance they gave. Which one of you was the star?
Oh, so that was all staged?
Oh, right, OK, I'll tell you what, I think you're both stars. But if you think of kids performing at this time of year, it's got to be the school play.
Did that guy next to him quite audibly go, ooh? I think he might have done.
Instead of a Christmas card...
Oh, really? I kind of assumed the Carlin ones would all be up there.
Card. And what a performance they gave. Which one of you was the star, guy?
That was him.
He was. Oh, right, OK, I'll tell you what, I think you're both stars. But if you think of kids performing at this time of year, it's got to be the school play.
He definitely went, ooh. Hey, Catherine, how you doing?
Here's an over-enthusiastic Mary.
Steve Frost, I know they did some, didn't they? I mean, yeah, it's a good chance it was. Yeah, it makes the clip seem more staged, I suppose, but it's quite nice they do it. Obviously, it's something they couldn't do with the series a couple of years after this, because it did seem like they showed a lot of the same clips after a while.
BBC has a long tradition.
Ooh. Ah, it's old tale. I mean, that... Oh, this is going to be an Auntie's Bloomers, isn't it? Crikey. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I thank you. You've really been enjoying the YouTube channel. I'm really glad people are enjoying it. It's nice. Especially after Beadle, they showed more and more, which were obviously from abroad. Yeah, they. Don't just watch the ads. Record the ads and then watch the ads 20 years later on a random Twitch stream. See, this is going to be coming up. Yeah. I mean, I'm aware that you're kind of already seeing what you're going to get, but you're going to withdraw your subscription to Ian and give it to this channel. I mean, you know, give it to Ian. He's yeah. He's still a lot more deserving than this, but... Well, thank you, man. I'm glad. So it's 91. Yes, and nearly 30 years ago. I mean, how's that not you? So that basically was YouTube.
A video featuring the best of Granada's You've Been Framed, together with previously unseen
You've got a
footage,
Central
is
logo
now
T-shirt.
available from
Wow.
stockists. Price £10.21.
There's
£10.21.
New Year's Day on Central.
I didn't want to go.
You want? Can you only think of what Harry Feversham wants? Please, and now you want me to support you.
Yeah, me too, Dan. Yeah, £10.21.
Harry. The Four Feathers. New Year's Day film action at 2:15 on Central.
Dad, what would you do if you witnessed a murder?
Oh, hi, Jane. See, that's the thing. Everybody gets different things out of these. Arrived at just the right time.
Nobody sees the
Wait,
fire.
what?
Hasn't shown up today.
Taggart the movie.
gonna show off.
Yeah, Ian's been great at promoting it. Matt, possibly better than I have in some senses, but yeah, really kind of him. He's...
we are...
I know that. Taggart, the movie. New Year's Day mystery at 8:45.
I did not know there was a Taggart movie.
A unique reunion in the Rover's Return is about to take place next tonight as we take a nostalgic saunter down Coronation Street.
Now, East Midlands Electricity bring you the sale to end all sales. Prices crushed. Massive savings on top brands throughout the store.
See, that's not crushing prices, that's crushing more sales.
Now on at East Midlands Electricity.
Why do you wear that
Fourth
hat?
of this sounds like it's about a
You
pub.
wear that hat to look good. You look good to get a girl. You get a girl, you get a place. You get a place, you get mod cons. You get mod cons, you DIY. You DIY, you social climb. You social climb, you DIE.
Dump the hat. Brown drinkers get
I
straight
mean,
to the point.
Hey Santa, have you heard
I feel like you lost me at you look good to get girls. That's...
£150 each, get away.
Oh God, I remember that.
Meet Jim. He wanted a Black & Decker cordless hammer drill for Christmas. But he didn't.
Yeah, I don't think alcohol advertising is banned as such, is it? But it does seem like it.
And he dropped enough hints for a Black & Decker swing.
I didn't record any of these tapes.
Not a sausage.
Yeah, none of them at all. These aren't my tapes. These are ones that I've bought and just bought over the last month.
We've got what you really wanted for
Call it a breakdown. Call it what you will. But I've turned it into a project, so it's all fine. I've got no room. Like literally, all of my cupboards are now full of boxes of videos at the moment, and the cupboards are full. There's like 4 boxes over there. It's a nightmare.
Oh, a marvellous performance, and what do the judges think they're worth? Quite amazing, even better scores than last spring. And here we have a very popular pair, the Sierra Quartz.
I think I've got about 400 tapes, and that's kind of it for now. But frustratingly, I have got a guy got in touch who was a TV producer, saying they've got like a couple of 100 tapes of some of their work, some of Sky TV in the 90s, all this. I want those, and I don't have room for them yet, but they're going to hold on to it for as long as they can. So.
Ford dealers, quality people, quality products.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's something a bit different, you know. I mean. Like help, yeah. They're not allowed to show outlandish things like helping you get women look attractive or become fitter. Yeah, you know, people seem to be enjoying. You know, here's the thing: I'm not the first person or the last person. I mean, someone in here has got the. You know, do post a link to your channel, by the way. I think it's you, isn't it, Fluffosaurus, who's got their own channel for this stuff. You know, but I. Certainly these streams are something a bit different than the videos will be. And you know, I like to think on Twitter I'm kind of providing a bit of a curated experience and doing jokes and things.
In the magnet sale, all kitchen and bedroom cabinets are half price. Why compromise when you can magnetize?
Well. I've seen everything.
Drama and laughter for Christmas Sunday on Central. At 9:05, Agatha Christie's Poirot is being driven to distraction in a festive
What is that
episode
voiceover?
of theft of the Royal Ruby.
It's like someone who does not have Hugh Laurie's voice trying to be Hugh Laurie.
Dear Mr. Poirot, you really have made this a most memorable Christmas for us all.
Do post a link, Clephosaurus, so everybody can...
Julie Walters and friends.
You know your television? Yeah. How many knobs has it got on it? 2. Oh, that's 3.
Well, I don't care because I'm getting a bracelet.
It works like a charm.
Julie Walters and Friends rather than Victoria Wood and
Julie
Friends.
Walters and friends. To detect real Christmas entertainment, just watch Central.
It can't be easy to condense over 30 years of Britain's favourite soap into an hour of golden moments, but Julie Finnegan attempts the task now as she recalls some classic Coronation Street.
Okay, oh, it's a series, was it, Catherine? Ba, ba, ba. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know, which tapes of the sort of Tiswas era, would they even be VHS? Maybe, okay. Victoria, did Julie Walters thing only ran for a season in her partnership with, earlier in her partnership with Victoria Wood? Cool. It's less put together than Victoria Wood's later stuff, but still some really good sketches. Cool. Is it on DVD and things then, I take it? This is quite topical in their anniversary of the week. See, at some point this is going to switch over to Auntie's Bloomers. We've already...
I've always been. You're in for a treat. In the next hour, we're taking a nostalgia...
There we go. She's regenerated, and now she's a man.
What are those occasions when you find yourself saying, what's on your mind, instead of what's on your script? Sigmund Freud, who noticed
It's all about
that there were times...
it's all stuff from the US.
we know we
Oh, I
ought to
see.
be saying one thing,
I've
but
got
end
some
up saying
Australian
something
tapes. I'm going to look through them at some point. It's a bit odd because they're not going to have the same nostalgia value for us, you know.
On Test Match Special.
Maybe that'll get me some new viewers and things.
The batsman's holding, the bowler's willy.
He's drunk again.
Even the most accomplished public speakers sometimes discover that their Freudian slip is showing. Our first clip shows Victor Maddern wrapping his tongue around a harmless enough phrase and ending up with something between double Dutch and double entendre. It happened in all shows of that pillar of respectable family viewing, Dixon of Dock Green. Now, the line the man is trying to deliver...
Oh, you got a load from Bob Monkhouse's collection. Nice.
Dock Green Nick. Simple. You say it quickly. Now, Victor went on, by the way, to found a school called Talking Point, dedicated to teaching the art of public speaking and diction. And looking at this next little collection, you'll never be short of pupils.
Worry, Eveldine. Where is it? Now don't get
Yeah, Monkhouse was a really prolific hoarder, I suppose, technically.
We are fighting the local elections on Thursday on our election.
Mr. Thundercombe, what were you actually doing at the time?
I was in the bedroom.
What were you up to? That's an awful question.
Oh, Michael Burke.
This one here, the old one, is going to go up to Durham at the end of this week, and the new replica will be put up on the door around about Easter time. So if you're up in Durham or around the northeast any time, why not go along to the cathedral and see if you can't have a look at the two knockers side by side.
A beautiful pair of knockers.
I mean, come on, that's... I don't know, was one of them the one who went on to be in the porn film?
Formed it into a red Indian's head, like this one. By the way, I know the totem pole, the teepee looks very bulky, but because it's made out of paper, it's actually very easy to fold up and pack away. So if you'd like to have a go...
Shame on you, Astro Tech.
The first thing you want is a teddy with 2 legs.
Children's program. Now, I promised you earlier that I would be returning to the BBC News and Current Affairs Department.
No, I think
They're a fine body of
1988
men,
is
TV
as early as I've gone so far.
Whenever there's danger, whenever the muck and the bullets are
I'd love
flying,
to go
skin
earlier,
in air
but
in all directions.
you
Whenever
know,
the going
the
gets
reality, I suppose,
tough,
is that a lot of the surviving
BBC Current
tapes are
Affairs
going to be
Division know exactly
90s and 2000s.
Send BBC
It always surprises
with a
me when I
long
get a
tradition
tape
of
from
news
like
journalists who are
2009.
cool under pressure. Is it the ice
People
in
are
their
still
veins or
using
the ice in their
VHSs.
scotch? If there's one thing you can always be sure of,
2009.
a BBC television reporter can always hold his drink. Unless, of course, that drink happens to be a cup of hot coffee and you're 45 seconds away from the dreaded red light.
45 seconds to the trail, 45. The one woman shows.
Well, I think that's the thing. A lot of older people with this stuff. Gosh, it's nearly 9 o'clock already.
And to be quite honest, you're really just overweight ballet dancers. Anyone could be.
I'll show you what an overweight ballet dancer can do, shall I?
Well, you should be a sportsman.
Let me speak a bit. Let me speak a bit. Let me speak a bit. Easy, I can't speak. You can't hear me.
He's got proper partridge there.
A bit more so they can hear my voice
Oh,
properly.
really? Okay.
A bit more, Scrub, so they can hear me properly, Scrub.
Just a bit more,
So they can hear me properly. So they can hear me. You'll have to give me a tiny bit more so I can speak properly, Scrub. A little bit more so.
Let him right off so he can speak.
Okay, now.
I think once the iPlayer came along, that was pretty much the end for me. Or at least the beginning of the end.
He was always unstable, even as a small child.
Socially with the dame, whatever her Christian name is.
Yes.
On the bench it would be your ladyship or my lady or so.
I must apologise, actually, to our actors. We've been standing here for a very long.
Someone falling over is a blooper. Someone fainting. I mean,
Those rare moments when the fates conspire to produce a masterpiece. Everything that can go wrong does go wrong.
all right. Let's see what a
Final
masterpiece
pick
looks like.
has a little bit of all the things we've talked about this evening. It's got an animal that's out of control, has an unexpected arrival,
always fairly
it has
tame on this show.
unscheduled laughter, it has people falling over, and it's a moment of children's
I was
television.
just thinking, are they going to show the Tommy Cooper clip? Yeah.
If you've seen this before, and I'm sure you have, you'll understand why we've saved it for the very
I think he did, yeah.
From me and all the other lovers of sweepings from the BBC's cutting room floor, good night.
Here we go. This is Lulu.
Oh, really?
From Chessington Zoo. And she's
I
being,
mean, he really sold that, and it's just the same clip we've all seen.
Alec, and she's also leading us in as well.
Knew it, yeah. I wasn't paying enough attention. I'll be honest, I love you.
At the moment, she has 12 pints of milk a day and 2 buckets of water, but when she's fully grown, she'll have 50 gallons a day, and I wouldn't like to be the one who has to give her all that.
She's gonna do a shit. She's gonna do a shit. Watch the elephant do a shit. She's gonna do a shit. Hey! Oh, it's piss first.
You're supposed to be drinking it, Lulu.
Yeah.
All sorts of very exciting, new and different things when we're in. Well, as I was saying, we'll see all sorts of very exciting things.
I mean, to his credit, Purvis is loving it.
She's all right.
Yeah, I laugh too.
Before we leave, and that is to make sure that our animals are going to be as happy as we're obviously going to be when we're on holiday. Oh, get off me!
Clearly, there are some things which just are universal and will never get
They're going
old.
away on holiday too. They're going to spend it out in the country.
Not
But Lulu won't be
these
there.
guys. I mean, they all get old, which is nice in a way. Noakes is dead, isn't it? Is Singleton dead? I know Purvis is still with us. This is a very morbid way of talking. I wonder where the elephant... I don't know, how long do elephants live? Oaks is selling it, yeah. Did they do the British Empire? Don't turn the air blue, Peter. That's all you get for that. An eye roll.
I just wanted to be with him.
Yeah.
I was sure I spoiled it. I mean, what must he have thought of me?
I was instantly in love.
And offbeat romance, Love Hurts.
You think you know everything about men, don't you?
Not everything, but I've got your number.
No, that's only my shop. Now, my personal number.
I've heard your
I have to admit, when I see these streams, I do think surely they'll be dead by now quite often.
New drama, new
Oh,
for
was she? Oh,
92
good, that's good then.
on BBC One.
Knitting
Wow.
together the clues now on one, Joan Hickson as Miss Marple, involved in a strange case of murder in which they do it with mirrors.
Oh, was she pretty bad at it? I mean, I've got to say, I am a TV theme tune junkie. No, what were his last words? Adam Faith. You know, yeah, even shows like this, which I'd never watch. I do like the theme tune. Grandstand is a very awesome TV theme tune. I don't know if it's the best, but you know. The music sounds slightly like Blackadder. Yeah, I can get that. So Adam Faith's last words were Channel 5, it's all shit, an absolute waste of space. Wow.
A few people. Some people I can't satisfy because that's the way I'm made. Yeah.
Oh right, well that's not Miss Marple. Oh, I mean the bong is definitely.
It's to be something material, but I'm not necessarily interested. What are they going to give you spiritually? I might learn something. What? Huh? What don't you know that you want Okay, to if know? you get a kick out of interviewing people. Well, I won't know if I don't try to find out, will I? You try. Huh?
What is this?
Would you ever just be quiet? Be silent? And just watch and don't say one word? Yeah, the whole thing that gets me about
Maybe animal
about you
magic.
and about Alan is the fact that you're knocking from the minute I come in.
And they synced up the bottom with a
you know,
box
I
of
don't think
punch.
you know when you're
I
right,
imagine they've
that's
done
all.
quite a few of those by now, where they've.
If we want to knock you, we could put you on. Yeah, but I mean, he's just said that I'm talking a lot of rubbish, you know, and what
What's my I don't know if I could pick. You know, give me time and I could probably come up with a top 100 that weren't ordered within the 100. But yeah, I honestly couldn't pick. Early Spinal Tap. It does seem like that, doesn't it?
Well, you come back. And you see, I think the songs you sing are very wonderful.
I think the songs you sing are very wonderful.
seen it on television. Dave Berry. He does all these slow actions, man. It's like the human sloth. You know? He does.
See, I think we're near the end of the tape now. Songs you sing a very wonderful second only to Puppet Show. I mean, answers on a postcard, guys. Oh, right, okay. Spinal Tap, and indeed the other thing I thought this might be the Rootles. Things I need to watch and have needed to watch for years and haven't watched. I don't know. Get out. I mean, technically it's my stream. Man, yeah, if anybody's watching this on YouTube, because I will upload it, but if you can tell me what it was.
Who threw the glass in the street? Well, who did? Tell me, you were there. Who threw it?
Oh, I'm aware. Yeah, they're both very good. I'm sure. This is Bob Dylan, is it? Okay.
Okay. Are there any poets like Allen Ginsberg around here?
Oh, and the tape has stopped. I don't know. How are we feeling? Are we about done, or is it time for one more? I don't know. I'll leave it to you guys. I'm kind of on the fence. Because this was around the time last week when everybody started to leave, so I kind of feel, well, I don't want to. You think it's when he came to the UK, 65 and 60s? Okay. Catherine could go a bit more. Always time for one more. Grab a drink first, though. Yeah, go on. And actually, you know what? Let's do some weird shit. I mean, hey, Wild Rose. Well, I've definitely got to do another. I've definitely got to do another tape now because Wild Rose has just come in. So, but yeah, should we do some weird shit? So this is the tape that inspired, and I mean, I'll be keeping my finger on the stop button, basically. Oh, it's called Don't Look Back. Cool. Dave says one more. Dan could say for 10 more. I'm not going to do 10 more because, apart from anything, that will clash with Catherine Boyle on Talk Radio. And, I mean, if you're not listening to that, you're an idiot, frankly. But yes, this is the tape, Adam's Weird Shit. And it's, as I said before, I saw the eBay listing for 64 tapes. And I like to just look at the labels and try and get a vibe. And I saw Weird Shit and I went, yeah, I need those 64 tapes. So that was a few weeks ago. They finally arrived. I mean, this is probably, I'll be honest, I mean, Flephosaurus says it's going to be good. It's probably not. I mean, Weird Shit can really go one of two ways. Properly sort of weird shit, or like art house sort of not porn. Oh no, this didn't start it off. This, I mean, if anything, this kind of finished it off. Start with that back and forth. No worries, producer Tobes. All right, let's, for the final time tonight, see what's on the tapes.
I made absolutely clear at the Tory Party conference that it will take some time to bring inflation down and to bring interest rates down. But that remains the purpose, the overriding purpose and policy of the government, and we intend to succeed.
I mean,
many commentators tonight, Mr. Baker, are saying this is the...
It's weird shit in a way, isn't it?
Mrs. Thatcher's 10 years in power.
I love you, says, wow, this is blowing my mind.
No, I don't agree with that. The Prime Minister was faced, as I have said earlier, with requests by her Chancellor...
Did it say weird or boring? I mean, it said weird.
If it were, then that would indeed be very serious.
Maybe that says more about the person who was doing this rather than...
Now, John Cole, our political editor,
yeah.
This morning, Downing Street was saying talk of divisions, talk of trouble was just mischief-making. How serious a political crisis are we?
Division in the government?
I think a very serious political crisis.
I mean, I do love stuff like this, but So far, not filling the brief of weird shit.
Is a sign that Mrs. Thatcher could think of no other way of shoring up the currency and shoring up the
I wish he was the political editor now. He's probably dead.
That doesn't mean, as Mr. Baker just said, his party haven't...
Tom Baker. Let's just go on a few minutes, because hopefully this is the tail end of the programme that led into weird shit.
Dead at a petrol station in West Germany. The incident happened at Wildenrath, close to the army headquarters at Gladbach. From Bonn, Andy Roberts reports.
Maybe the labels got mixed up. Look for one that says dull political interview.
That an RAF serviceman and a one-year-old child had been shot
Spitting
dead.
Images, I mean, I wasn't old enough for Spitting Image, really, I suppose. So yeah, I take it he was regularly lampooned, was he?
In this country expects us to settle at 6.5%.
Health Service Management was keeping diplomatically tight-lipped.
Has Mr. Clark given you any more
West
money
Germany,
to
so I'm guessing this is late 80s. Yeah, I guess it must be.
I want to hear from them, they want to hear from me.
You were at
So
uni
we're
when
gonna
this
do
was
Is
recorded.
there more money
Cool.
on the table?
Let me get inside and talk to the unions first, then we'll come out and we'll talk to you.
All day, reports were coming in of more ambulance...
What follows had better be The Ring or some Videodrome level stuff. I mean, it's gonna have to be. Maybe you'll find the first episode of Going for Gold. That would be weird shit, I suppose. Or late 80s could be Nightmare. That was quite weird shit. Could be an episode of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's...
Publicly, Mr. Smith says he was shocked, but he added there was no sign of the
Mr.
Blabey
Clark said
Association
nothing.
deserting Mr. Lawson or he them. I understand the announcement due any moment will reaffirm Blabey Conservatives' support for Mr. Lawson. He may have resigned as Chancellor, but Sheeran Blabey party members want him to continue
Literally phoning it in.
Westminster.
The prosecution in the M50 murder trial has completed its case after 18 days. The defence will start tomorrow morning. Edward Browning, who's accused of murdering Marie Wilkes, is expected to go into the witness box.
Stripes on the side of the photo.
He denies the charge. 10 men have been arrested in a series of raids by the police investigating violence at a Birmingham
I guess
City
that might be the
soccer match last
BBC
season.
lines.
Video recording of
That's a
fighting
weird
at
place to
Crystal
put
Palace
them.
in May has been studied by officers
Oh, thank
from
you,
London and the
Jamie.
West Midlands. There's been a development in the battle for control of Jaguar cars. General Motors is seeking permission to buy a 15% stake in the Coventry company.
Yeah,
Its
BBC
main
logo.
rival Ford
Still a
already
bit
owns
odd they're
almost
on there, but. Mind you, if this is the lunchtime news, we might be about to see some neighbours.
Up into western Scotland, some very strong winds, especially up in the northwest here, with stormy winds later for Northern Ireland and Northern England. And that's what the weather chart will look around midnight tomorrow night. The low pressure just here to the
Still
west
not
of
early
Scotland,
enough for stickers.
gales, severe gales,
When did they go
coming
to
down from
blue
the
screen?
northwest. So tonight then, the rain pushing into Northern Ireland, southern Scotland, much of Northern England, some of it quite heavy at times. Many southern counties,
Again,
however,
it seems an odd
relatively
place to
dry.
put how
Good deal
to
of
put a
low
check for
clouds,
colours
mostly
work
fall,
on.
especially up in the
Yeah.
hills. Scotland, on the other hand, apart
That
from
weather
north
is
and
still
south of
accurate,
England, will be
actually.
mostly dry and clear and
Why would
not
anyone
for
take the
frost.
news? A lot of people do.
Temperatures falling to 0 degrees Celsius,
Although,
32
yeah,
degrees
that is
Fahrenheit.
weird
And
stuff.
before the cloud and rain arrives, there could be a touch of frost in
Bouncer's
Northern Ireland,
Dream, yeah,
southern
God, that's
Scotland,
weird
parts
stuff.
of Northern England. In the south, becoming mild by morning, with the temperature around about 13 or 14. Tomorrow morning, some brightness in the north at first, and after a dull start, some brightness in the south. During the afternoon, we could
No
find
brightness
some
in his
central
eyes,
areas
though.
becoming quite bright with sunshine. But elsewhere, a good deal of cloud and rain, especially in Scotland, parts of Northern Ireland. Another band of cloud coming into western Wales and the southwest.
Come on, give us a
That'll be
pep.
followed by 1 or 2 showers. There's another look at
Be
the
like
wind as
that
area
bloke
low
on This
pressure
Morning who
moves
turned
up
out
the
to,
western
I
side of
think, be a
Scotland
sex
with gales
offender.
or even severe gales in places. Turning out to be quite warm in central and eastern areas, the temperature up to 20, but feeling cold in the north. That's it from me.
Music's the real way of speaking. All the rest is just filling in time between gigs. And that's jazz.
It's good sound.
Yeah, Fred Talbot, I think he was convicted of some stuff. I can't remember. He was accused. Let's leave it at that.
People who emerge in jazz tend to be not exactly alternative society, but they are rebellious,
Yeah, he
they're
was.
distinctive, they're personal. It is a very personal music.
And jazz is classless.
Blimey.
30 years.
He actually
and
seems
all-round
kind of
jazz.
normal there.
Omnibus pays tribute to Ronnie Scott tomorrow night at 10:20 on BBC One. The extended news means that BBC One's programmes will be running just over 15 minutes later than published this evening. In half an hour, Peter Sisson's Question Time guests will be Deputy Shadow Chancellor Gordon Brown, Edwina Currie MP, Lord Rees-Mogg and Nalgo President Rita Donaghy. First on One, we've a tale of treachery, suspense and the horror of sharing a bed with Baldric and his trousers as Blackadder goes forth.
Wow. I mean, there's almost no way that Question Time is on here, but imagine if it is. Oh, I've got one at least one DVD box set. Did I? I had it on the stream last week, and that would have been completely different tapes.
I spy with my little eye.
Because I only received these tapes the other day. Oh yeah, there was a brief bit of it on, yeah, part of Armistice things. Thank you, Dan. I'm sure I'll cope. But yeah, thank you. You've been great tonight. And thank you for the sub. Yeah, it was V-Day, yeah, I remember. But I mean, this would be, I presume, the initial transmission. But yeah, I mean, obviously, can we just watch Blackadder? That would be lovely. I think I'm already very much bending, shall we say, the Twitch rules about such things. I think if we literally just sat and watched an episode of Blackadder, which is publicly available on DVDs and things, I think that would be just tipping it over slightly. Okay, well, we're not getting Question Time, that much is for sure. We won't tell. I know, but you know.
It gets into the grain and it ruins.
Yeah, Smith and Jones, something with them anyway. I don't know. Again, I'm not really feeling the weird shit yet, though. I mean, I don't know if this is their sketch show, because it's quite a long sketch if it is. Kevin Turvey investigates? What? John Hall, wow.
New from BBC Video.
Yeah.
The Blackadder dynasty continues its passage through history.
I heard quite an amusing story myself the other day.
Rick Mayne is Kevin Turvey, the ultimate investigator.
Is anything you want investigated?
Right, I see.
Oh, actually, while you're on your feet...
Negative feedback for the eBay seller. This is... I mean, to be fair, these tapes, even if the shit isn't that weird, these tapes have given some gold already. I mean, just that Blackadder VHS thing. You had to watch your 5-year-old daughter do a teddy bear's picnic. You've missed some pretty weird shit, Tobes. You know, there was... I can't even tell you. I mean, we're all pretty traumatised, let's put it that way.
Have you got a cloth at all there?
I mean, I think the weirdest shit so far was John Prescott looking quite normal.
Next to the inlet pipe. This one? Well, probably, yes.
Goatsy on ice. Not yet, but there's still time.
What? It's covered with oil. It's spreading oil.
Yep. Ken Clark was in it too, yeah. Prescott died, didn't he? God. I remember I was at work in Playout, back when I was working in Playout, and I said to someone, John Prescott's died. And everyone was just like, oh, right. That seemed like quite big news to me, but... Smith and Jones in Small Doses episode, The Boat People. Okay, cool. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate, you know, I try and do the legwork when I'm capturing them and things, but I appreciate when I'm on stream other people just kind of delving into a bit for me.
Makes a convincing impersonation.
John Prescott died a couple of years ago, I think. I'm fairly sure. Who died then? Oh, no, it wasn't. He died. He had a stroke.
We've another dose of Smith and Jones as Sam and Boz in
Yeah,
Second
okay, he
by
had a stroke.
Anthony Minghella. That's at the same time next Thursday. San Francisco, 1928 is the setting for our film at 11:30 tonight.
John Lazarus Prescott. Yeah, all right.
Convincing impersonation
I'll
of
ban you
80s
all.
author Dashiell Hammett. Now on to, a little later than planned because we stayed longer than expected with the Booker Awards, we joined Jeremy Paxman and Donald McCormick for Newsnight.
Bloody Booker Awards. That logo, yeah, I mean, that is the kind of stuff that, yeah, turns me on, let's be honest. I didn't know John Prescott, Jeremy Paxman was doing Newsnight this early. Wow.
Good evening. In one of the most dramatic political developments of recent years, the Chancellor
it did,
of the
didn't
Exchequer today resigned his office. His decision
I think that BBC Two logo was in place for a while.
And plunged the government
About 7
into the
seconds.
deepest crisis she's faced since she became Prime Minister. In his resignation letter, Mr. Lawson told Mrs. Thatcher that successful economic policy depended
Yeah,
on
it
full
was
agreement
him having a
between
stroke
Chancellor
that
and
I...
Prime Minister. That was, he said, no longer possible. The continued presence of Sir Alan Walters as...
It's honestly not from the same batch. I love you. It's, yeah, fairly... No, because this is the weird shit tape, so it's, yeah, it's definitely not from the same batch.
Major doesn't come into a new job. He was number 2 in the Treasury some time ago.
Weird
and,
shit.
He'll come back, and I'm actually convinced myself that he'll prove to be a good
You took your
Chancellor.
Saki bugger pill. I mean, that was a good joke, to be fair. John Prescott coming back from the dead would be weird shit. I'm not convinced that Newsnight is weird shit.
Civil servants and ministers say, otherwise you don't need them.
Confrontation
At
became
least sit up if you're doing an interview.
Ministers often had to argue fiercely for their policies against the combined might of the Prime Minister and her advisers.
Cara points out that this tape is both weird and shit. Hello, Cara. Hope you're well.
Point increases in interest rates seem to do the trick, and now it seems at least a 1 point increase in interest rates would be needed to stabilize the pound and perhaps even more. I'm not saying that this is likely because I realize that Britain would pay a tremendous cost in terms of foregone output and lost employment if rates were raised once again.
So full stop between the words. Your favourite of the night is No Signal. Yeah. I feel like we peaked with the Game Boy advert, really, let's face it.
You need much higher interest.
Oh, come on. Why did you tape all of Newsnight? The Nintendo, yeah, I think I've picked out the tape that was on, and I'll upload it separately later.
Blew away my reason. Dad switched on the cathode ray at your coronation and watched the weather forecast in the suburban drizzle ever after. His father's
Well, this seems like weird shit.
father's presentation clock, a black marble mausoleum, ticked out my childhood. 101 years of middle-class assurance. The bomb dropped with regular monotony.
Tim Westwood. I feel like we've hit the weird shit. We've definitely hit something. Let's see if I can find the beginning of the weird shit and the end of Newsnight. Arty drivel, gotta love it, yeah. I mean, it still could turn out to be porn, let's face it. I mean, that was kind of... okay.
I think the loss of Nigel Lawson is a loss to the economy.
I think
that's not what you were saying the other day. I should remind you.
Let me just answer that very directly. I think the way in which he has...
Arty drivel with added nipple. I mean, is it art if it doesn't have nipples in it?
Does grave damage, not only to the economy, but I think to the standing of this country as a...
Come on. He's dead.
I want to see the policy.
I imagine a lot of these old white men on Newsnight are dead.
Deduced that his Prime Minister was not prepared to put his... give him the confidence.
I think it's going to be a sudden cut, so we won't know.
And clearly, from what the markets are doing, it's bad news for the economy in the short term, but have no doubt about it. The next election...
It looks like Lembit Opic's dad. Yep, here we go. Don't play with fireworks.
The sad old emperor bent beneath his black top hat, smiled.
Yeah, someone brought up the splitting image earlier. I guess he was quite prevalent.
There he is. There's Hirohito and his empress Nagasaki. Look, Johnny, look. They're playing the funeral march for the royal dotem.
Look, Johnny, look.
He stole the patterns way back when you were a
pattern thief.
No one cared much. They were busy squandering our threadbare patrimony.
He left office 92. Okay.
Now you see it. Now you don't. England had it years back. Us kiddies weaned on food.
I don't know, because they were also talking about Thatcher, weren't they?
Comics and bubble gum.
And wasn't she gone by then?
I grew up in the wind of change, ma'am. Quite. Blew away my reason. Dad switched on the cathode ray at your coronation and watched the weather forecast in the suburban drizzle ever after. His father's presentation clock, a black marble mausoleum, ticked out my childhood.
Yeah, I mean, if it's contemporaneous with the... that was a big word. Ruined it. With the Blackadder Goes Forth, that would be 89. This is hella weird. We all judged too soon. Yeah. Yeah, there's a map. Yeah, so I mean, assuming it's all roughly around the same time, which is not an assumption we have to make. Yeah, some of this tape is definitely 89. Scary weird shit. I don't like it. Hold me. It's just... I mean, yeah, it looks interesting. I mean, I'm assuming very much that this was the weird shit on the tape. But it's a bit worrying if they've taped it and even they don't know what it is. Oh god, it's not a snuff film, is it? I mean, that would be... I think that would be an instant Twitch ban, if I'm honest. Russian art house. Well, I mean, it's got English. So I'm assuming this is the same thing as the... Gosh. I think that... what the hell are we watching? I'm scared. I don't know, but I think there was some... There might have been boobs there in that blink and you'll miss it bit, so I'm just gonna... I mean, it's arty boobs if they are, but I think it might have just been a bloke actually. Which, you know, because double standards, that's fine. No boob. Okay. I mean, no. Okay, that's better. Back to miserable looking people. We. No. Oh, it's whatever it is. It's definitely after 9 p.m. But Arthur boobs to his friends, yeah. I mean, it took a turn. Twitch won't even allow arty navel. Wow. I mean, is this a flashback? Like the end of the opening sequence to K9 and Company? This taping is living up to its label now. Yeah. I think we have to assume this was always the weird shit. Proper arty cack. Yeah, it is both weird and shit. Statue boobs, yeah. They've got to be allowed, surely. All credit to the label writer. This feels like one of those montages in a sci-fi film where they brainwash someone into becoming evil by forcing them to watch this on a loop. It's funny you should say that. No, I've got no powers. I mean, I think the music really makes it.
Will it be clean yet lose nothing in performance?
Oh, maybe this will tell us what it was. If this is... Ah. Wasn't that the special episode of the Wide Awake Club? Yeah. The Last of England. It's alright. I mean, I think we're near the end of the tape. Assuming it's a 3-hour tape. Let's wind down with some ads. Because we all like the ads. Channel 4, there we go. Yeah.
Life is full of decisions.
You can look again, Chris. It's okay. I mean, it's technically not over, but yeah, Timmy Mallet under that bomb balaclava. That was a very funny joke, actually. So please do subscribe to my YouTube and donate if you're so inclined and can afford it for that very funny joke. Bomb balaclava.
As both your head and your heart would say.
Derek Jarman, right? Okay, and Tilda Swinton.
Hey, this is a kitchen floor, not a racetrack. Mind you, I need a racing start if I'm to get it clean by 10. Flash liquid.
I mean, I feel like we've undergone a real tonal shift here.
Ready for your driving lesson, Mrs. Jones?
Flash liquid. Formula 1 for
That's the daughter from As Time Goes By. Okay.
What you're listening to is the business language.
That's what I like about this. Everyone comes in from different, sort of with their different niches and knowledges, and you know, I posted an ad break the other day. I was like, oh, this has got Tom Baker and so, and then someone's like, oh, that's David Thewlis in a very, and I was like, oh, yeah.
For your action pack, call us free on 0800 800 800. British Telecom. It's you we answer to.
It's always tempting to call these numbers, but I got very lucky with where I resumed the tape. Why is that? Tom's put. I'm aware of Tom's putting it in now. Some very un-PG scene. Right. Okay.
For a store that puts the customer first, you know where to come.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I was originally told it as I was originally told it as someone saying, oh, you know, my friend's mum slept with Tom Baker and this. It almost certainly wasn't, but yeah. No Sega or Commodore yet, but yeah, there was a great Game Boy one earlier. A slightly mediocre PlayStation Grand Theft Auto one that I've not posted yet, but yeah, I found that shortly before coming on stream. Bits and pieces.
This Christmas, treat your family to a Disney video classic. Like the magic.
Rest in peace, Woolies. Yeah, and I think 2001 would have been around when I heard it, so yeah.
Or the adventures of Robin Hood.
Yeah, no, I've definitely capped the GTA one.
Something for everyone. See, everyone lives happily ever after. Woolworths, we've got a gift.
I'm sure there are, Chris. We've, again, no idea yet. Not got that far, but let's stop that very quickly. Again, I've got no idea what's on most of the tapes at the moment, so hopefully there'll be some lovely ads and things to come, but woo!
On the media show this week, we'll be finding out exactly how film directors create their all-important sense of suspense and foreboding.
Very sweaty man. Very sweaty Sam Neill.
Dead Calm director Philip Noyce explains how to get an audience biting their lips and gripping their seats.
Nice.
I'm not in a law court. The interview is not under oath, nor am I a torturer.
Emma Freud, yes. Oh, and now we're done. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining me for that. There were some moments, I think. Yeah, again, you know, please make sure you're following the YouTube channel. The next live stream, all being well, should be next Wednesday at 7:30. Saturday I'll be doing, I guess it won't be the weird shit video now, but it will be some kind of video that I'm going to record tomorrow. Top streams that had a bit of everything, bucket of fun. Thanks, guys. No, I mean, you know, I don't know how the pre-recorded one's going to go, because obviously you guys won't be here, and that does add something to it, I think. And I'm going to go boot. I mean, I can, but yeah, follow what's on the tapes to like see clips and things. Follow the channel. Do donate if you're so inclined. It's optional. This is the last time I'm going to push it today. The Heart of England, I think. Yeah, thank you everyone in the chat, everyone who's popped in at any point in this. Thank you guys who are watching it on YouTube. You know, if you've watched it this far, you've watched a 2-hour, 10-minute video. Yes, thank you. Let's all go away and think about what the hell we're doing with our lives. Goodbye for now. Thank you.